Neighbors tell me they could always use a few more hands to help here. I visited one neighborhood known as Fisherman's Cove, where some homes are marked to be demolished. Just look at this video. People living here say they have begged for volunteers to come and help rip out drywall and flooring, but they're not getting the hands they need. I talked with one woman who drives 2 hours back and forth one way from a family's home to work on cleaning up her place.
What's left has been daunting, but we're making progress. You know, we're getting there, and I'm going to put a do not demo sign on my front door when I leave, because no one better tell me this house is going to be knocked down.
She says she lives here half the year. The other half of the year she's up north in Wisconsin. Now, I met with a group of nurses who was here today. They saw a reporting from Everglades City last night, and they decided they wanted to pitch in. I'm going to have their story coming up on Wink News at 5. Live in Everglades City, Channing Frampton, Wink News Now.
All right, Channing, see you then.
Yeah, they did. They actually saw our live reporting here in Everglades City yesterday, and they said when they saw all the damage and destruction we were showcasing in this community, they just had to do something, so they packed up their cars and they drove here today to make a special delivery.
Thank you.
Jill Anderson and her son Nathaniel unload supplies they brought in from Naples outside the Everglades City School.
This is just pure devastation.
She and her family rode out the storm in Naples, where the winds were fierce. But here in Everglades City, the 6 feet of storm surge was the worst part.
I've only lived in Florida 11, 12 years now, but I'm just amazed at what the power of a hurricane can do and just completely tear people's lives apart.
She and her colleagues have been collecting supplies.
Just follow you with some more diapers.
Ready to help where needed. A mission this 13-year-old is proud to be part of.
I could never imagine what they could be going through right now. They've lost homes, they've lost everything that they've ever owned.
An idea shared by his mom and other nurses like her.
It's really sad to see this, and we hope that they can regain their lives back as soon as possible.
Stephanie Groth and Caroline Weir were also part of that group that delivered the supplies here today. Advanced Medical of Naples, they're still collecting supplies if you'd like to help contribute to this campaign. Coming up on Wink News at 6, I'm going to introduce you to an elderly man who is working to clean out his house all by himself. At the same time, he's helping his neighbors. Hear why they say more volunteers are needed here. Live in Everglades City, Channing Frampton, Wink News Now.
Channing, thank you.
Yeah, the power is still out in parts of Everglades City, and the reliable water connection is still slowly coming back here. In Fisherman's Cove, where I visited today, there are piles of debris that look just like this one lining the roads. Some homes there will going to be demolished going forward. A group of nurses dropped off supplies here today, but for those cleaning up here, there's going to be a lot of help needed going forward. Generators and fans still hum in parts of Everglades City.
You know, it is what it is, and you do what you do, and you just keep going.
As folks like 78-year-old Gary Leslie work alone to clean the mold, mud, and filth from his and his neighbors' homes in Fisherman's Cove.
It really bothers me, you know, to think about them, not me.
6 feet of storm surge filled this neighborhood, and now homes here are marked for demolition. Neighbors like Barb Pells tell me they're begging for volunteers.
We need people. We need people to help us, you know, to try and get this all cleared up. We have been working our butts off.
And help is trickling in.
Just follow you with some more diapers.
Including these nurses from Naples who delivered supplies to the school Thursday afternoon.
These people are just trying to get their lives back on track, same as us.
They say they were shocked seeing the damage here.
This area is really, really reeling from what happened with Hurricane Irma, and we just want to try to help them get back on their feet as quickly as possible.
Shocking as it is, it's just the next chapter of life for the men and women working to clear out the cove.
I just want them to know that it's really, really devastating down here.
As they try to figure out what's next for their community.
Everybody helps everybody do, no matter what it is.
Now, driving around this community earlier today, I saw multiple disaster recovery assistance teams as well as people with FEMA shirts on going door to door checking out the damage and debris. So they are here. They're slowly helping this community get back on its feet. I could also smell vinegar in the air as people use that to start the cleanup process inside their homes. Live in Everglades City, Channing Frampton, Wink News Now.